Hello YouTubers, welcome to my latest restoration project, and it's Lord of the Isles. I got this off of eBay, rather poor condition. In fact, I've actually had to purchase a new body shell. The tender doesn't look too bad. I haven't tried this, I've just dismantled it. So let's have a wee look and see what happens. Put these two out of the way for the time being. Okay, Lord of the Isles, it's a single wheeler, big driving wheel, run on the Great Western Railway down in the south of England. The prototype, I don't think any of them have survived according to information I have. So let's see if I can get this one up and running so that we've got our Lord of the Isles running. Okay, I haven't tried it, so the first thing I'm going to do is put it onto my rolling road, apply power and see what happens. Let's just put it on there. I've got power attached over here, and I'm going to wind up the power and see if anything happens. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on anywhere. Quick check. Power on, and yep, it's definitely trying to draw current, but not really doing much else. Okay, what I often do in that case is I'll sit it on here and apply power direct. Find a suitable earthing point, probably there, and a suitable power point, perhaps there. We'll try it again. Well, the motor, oops, the motor is turning. That's almost full power, so it doesn't look as if it's doing very well. I think this is called an XT50 motor, which I haven't come across before, but I think they're similar in theory to the X04 in that they use two brushes onto the armature. The armature drives the worm screw, which drives the gear wheel. So, with that basis, let's strip it down and see what we can find. Okay, let's take all these little bits out of the way that we don't need just now. The front bogie, held on by a single screw. And I can just feel the motor is actually pretty warm, so there's a lot of current. Oh, I'm needing a very fine tip screwdriver for this one. There's the screw with the shoulder into the box. The front bogie is to one side. The two brushes don't look too bad here and here. Clean up the driving wheels obviously. And let's see what else I need to do. That's the power to the motor there. As you can see, I've never worked on one of these before. I wonder what's in here. Is there a screw in here? Yep. Working in the same principle as the X04 motor. Little screw at the back, holds it on. Motor lifts up and should just come out of its socket. There we go. Right. This brush seems to be twisted a little for some reason or other. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll just check the brushes, check the armature, lubricate it. I'm sure you don't want to sit and watch me do all that, so I'll come back to you when I've finished that. Welcome back. The last time I left you I was investigating the motor out of this, and what I discovered was when I dismantled this, there's a screw at the top was off, and I removed the armature. I discovered that in fact one of the armature coils has got an open circuit. It's difficult to actually see it, but it just seemed to be a break between the winding and the connector. I can find it, I can show you, but I can't find it. Anyway, it is there on the open circuit. So rather than try and get and repair that, I was able to locate a new motor. So I've assembled the motor. It's a reconditioned motor, but the brushes are good, been lubricated. I've tested it out. I also took the opportunity to thoroughly clean the contact where the drive wheel makes with the spring in the driver and the follower wheel. Give it a good lubrication, and actually I'm now in a stage where I'm going to test it for after fitting a new motor. So I'm going to just clear this old motor out of the way, bring in my rolling rod, and let's see if I can get some good results on there, connected here. So let's try and put up the power, and we're certainly trying. The contacts of my rolling rod are needing repaired, but yeah, definitely turning that way. Let's go the other way. Sometimes need to kind of put a wee bit of pressure on it to work. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that very well. And that's going forward. And then just reverse the power. And yes, there we go. So it looks as if I've now got it back working. It seems reasonably smooth. So my next stage is let's put it onto the real track and see if it goes. Well, I've taken a lot of the aisles over to the test track, so let's apply power and see how she goes. Started off first time, right round the back, up straight, and there we go. Seems to be working okay. I'll bring her round and then we'll try her in reverse. Let's just take that down there, switch the power, and there she goes. So my load of dials seems to be working in both directions. So it's coming back up, past the Dutch Sutherland, and that's great. Okay, let's get her back in the bench and we can start rebuilding her. Okay, well, I have a body shell. I was able to find this replacement body shell. It looks as if it's been weathered. It's got the name on both sides above the wheel arch. It's got the number quite clear. The brass chimneys at the top. The brass chimney here looks as if it could be redone, but the bodywork's definitely been weathered. But other than that, it's in good condition. Buffers are present. So, I'm going to take my Lord of the Isles chassis, make sure the wires are placed out of the way, and this should fit in two tongues here, fit into grooves in there sits nicely down there and should accept the countersunk screw in the back. I've had to replace this countersunk screw because it was missing when I got it. It should be black, or maybe even that kind of rusty colour. Maybe I can repaint that. Anyway, in she goes. Maybe it's a bit too long, so I'll try and find another screw. The front bogie, I've taken the opportunity to clean the wheels, make sure they're okay. And the fixing screw with the collar goes in there. And that fits in there. Nice. Okay, that's in there. Oh, should looking very nice. One of the Dean single wheeler class. Oops, I need to watch for position on the camera. The tender, here's the tender. It's in good condition. The wheels are lubricated. It's in good condition. It's got the buffers there. I'll have to fit an X171 coupler. That fits on there. So I have X171s. And one of these. And there should be some screws to go with it. In like so. Oops. I'll do this to complete the repair. Crosshead screwdriver. And there we go. Looks nice. So I'm going to take it back to the track. Well, I got it running on the track. There she's there. And looking very nice indeed, if I may say so. Coming up there again round the bend. Yes, she's looking good. I wonder if I should go to the extent of getting some nice coaches which are designed for Lord of the Isles. So I'll bring it to a stop and I'll see if she goes into the verse. And there we go. Looking good. And I can tell you I haven't got enough lot of power applied and she seems to be running rather well. I'm quite pleased with that little job. And let's just fade it out about there. Well, here we have a nice little Lord of the Isles. When I came in, very poor bodywork. I discovered that the motor, open circuit armature, replaced the armature, got a new body, lubricated the tender, still needs some of that, replaced the coupler, and she's now ready to find a new home. And if you know of anyone who wants to buy a refurbished Lord of the Isles, then just get on to Sort6233, drop me a PM and I'll get back to you. So keep watching YouTube. Bye for now.